7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Eat and Critique Show with co-hosts Steve-O and Renee. Get ready to hear which South Florida restaurants serve the best seafood, Italian, Mexican, steak, or sushi. Who offers the best service, best portions, and atmosphere. Share your dining experiences with Steve-O and Renee each week while they share their dining experiences with you. Listen every week while Steve-O and Renee interview celebrity chefs, give away gift certificates to some of South Florida's finest restaurants, concert tickets, and share their top 10 cuisines. Steve-O has written for the food sections of such publications as Boca Raton News, Boca Life Magazine, Parklander Magazine, and the Jewish Journal. And he's no stranger to radio. Steve-O has written 2 cookbooks, one for adults and one for children. He's a graduate of the prestigious Cooper Clinic for Fitness and Nutrition, and he graduated from the Florida Culinary Institute. Renee was the head of one of the largest marketing firms in Florida. She's been the co-host of the Eat and Critique Show from its inception. Now let's get ready to call and share your dining experiences at 877-927-6969. Now here's restaurant critics Steve-O and Renee.
And the beat goes on.
Good afternoon. I was starting to think good morning because sometimes we're on at 10 and sometimes we're on at 1 like we are today.
I know. Next week's an early day.
I know, 10 o'clock.
Too early for me.
Good afternoon and welcome
the beat goes on
to the Eat and Critique Show, sponsored by Madison's New York Grill and Bar in Boca Raton. I am restaurant critic Steve-O, and I'm here with my gorgeous.
Why you suck it up?
I'm
still making dinner tonight.
Oh, okay. Forget. Take those last 2 statements back. Restaurant critic Renee.
What's happening?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing. How you doing?
Today's show is sponsored by our great friends at Madison's New York Grill and Bar, who offers great lunches and dinners in an upscale fine dining atmosphere.
We have to go there. We haven't been there in a while. I love their ribs.
Oh, I do too. And it's not a rib place.
No, but the meat falls off the bone. I love them.
Yes, except for the lady who tried to order the meat that doesn't fall off the bone.
Who would want that?
Who cares? Anyway, they have happy hour specials Monday through Thursday. Madison's New York Grill in Boca Raton is one of Renee and my favorite restaurants, and they are on our top 20, which they've been on since day one.
Well deserved.
You know how I feel about ribs. So there's one
Which
place,
ribs are we talking about?
Okay. So there's one place in town where I love their ribs called Madison's. And there's another place in town. Like, where's that? Where's he at?
I don't know where you're at. I know where I'm at.
Well, there's another place in town that serves
Not
ribs.
so nice.
Not so nice. And we'll get to that in a few minutes. Anyhow, Madison serves lunch and dinner. Lunches go from 11 to 3. Hey, if you want to impress a business client for lunch, great place to go.
Or your wife.
Yeah, they're really easy to find. They're in Boca. They're right off 95. They're west of 95 on Glades.
Next to Jared Jewelers.
It's a great place.
So I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving?
Well, since
you sat and relaxed. What'd you do?
Hey, I ate dinner.
That's very nice of you.
So good. Renee, you make the best turkey.
Stop sucking up today.
You make the best mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Your sister makes the best kugel.
I made a decision. I decided I'm not going to cook so good from now on.
Why?
Because everybody wants to come to my house.
I know.
No, I love everybody coming.
Yeah, it's a big shot. Do. Okay, trying to play it cool. You love when everybody comes over.
I would love some help.
I helped.
What'd you do?
I
helped to eat?
I put the turkey in the oven and took it out.
Me. You think that's help?
No. Next.
Okay. Anyway. So if you're tuning in to the show for the first time, Steve-O and I are local food critics. Are you giving me a hand motion?
No.
What was that? Because I'm going to give you a finger motion in 2 seconds. What was that?
I don't know
what
you're talking
doing like
about.
a cut? Are you trying to cut me down over here? What are you doing over there?
I would never cut you down.
I don't know. I had some hand motion
Maybe
over there.
after dinner, but not before dinner.
Anyway, now you made me lose my train of thought.
Your train?
Yeah,
Okay.
I missed the train. I missed the boat. I missed the train.
This comes from the person. It takes us about 45 minutes to get here. This comes from the person who counts iguanas on the way to the studio.
There's so many on the turnpike. It's amazing.
That's all I heard. Ooh, look at that one. Ooh, look at
They're
that
huge.
one.
They look like little dinosaurs.
Okay, next.
Anyway, so we find the good, the bad, and the ugly in fine dining.
Yeah, we do.
Okay?
We had a good one Friday night,
We did.
which we'll talk about.
Yes.
Anyhow,
And next week we're going to be on because the Dolphins are playing early and we have the Dolphins follow us. So we're going to have a 10 o'clock show. Next week I'll be in the shower at 3 o'clock in the morning. But don't worry about me.
Oh,
I'll be good.
okay.
I know you don't. And if
Hey,
you'd
now
like
wait
to,
a
wait a
minute.
second. I'm talking.
Okay.
Cut.
what was that hand motion?
I told you it's better than finger motion. Anyway, if you'd like to watch this show, just go to the eatandcritiqueshow.com. And we are on the homepage live and in person.
But tell them why that's so important today.
You tell them.
You don't know, do you?
I do know because somebody's going to win a gift certificate if they could tell us what the two of us, what color our shirt is. And who came up with that ridiculous thing?
Is it ridiculous?
Okay.
Then it was Freddie. Was it a great idea? It was mine.
Because if anybody watches this show on a regular basis, 90% of the time, I would say 98% of the
Why
time.
don't you just give them the answer?
Well, they have to say what you're wearing too, right?
Exactly.
Okay. But 98% of the time, I wear the same color.
And just remember, if you're trying to figure out like what color, because you don't have a monitor that you can watch the show today, Renee has green hair. So think of something that goes well with green hair. And we have and the gift certificate that we're giving out for that. Whoa,
So
buddy!
I'm a Martian now.
Just trying to trick them. Anyhow, if you listen, we have
Listen to what?
I
You're getting very bossy today.
I want to mention something. If we had 5 winners who won a $50 gift certificate
Hey,
to
vey, here we go.
Smoke Barbecue in Delray.
I mean, we actually did like the restaurant. I didn't think the ribs were that good. I told you that. They were a little fatty. Anyway, go ahead.
We finally got the gift certificates.
How long was that?
Oh,
6 months ago?
no, it's about a month and a half ago.
No, it was a long time.
And we really feel bad because we always get the gift certificates out the next day.
Unless you use them.
Thank God I finally went down there and caught the owner. It's like, bro.
By surprise.
By surprise. Bro, where are the gift certificates? I've only left you 20 messages.
He snubbed you.
I know.
That's not nice.
But he doesn't snubbing us. He's snubbing our listeners.
I know.
That's who we care about.
That's really not nice.
So
I have to say, I'm
we
sorry. You
want
can't
to-
do that.
We want to apologize.
And especially with my big mouth.
Oh, yeah. It's a good thing you didn't go down there with me yesterday. Yeah.
He didn't recognize you.
No, he didn't. Well, first of all, I had an Indian costume on.
You did?
With the big feathers.
You had
and-
feathers coming out of your
I
head?
was incognito. I didn't want anybody to notice me.
You were like one of the village
Had
people.
the bells, going. Yeah, exactly. Well, I didn't want him to recognize me.
I should have dressed up like a sailor.
I'm not doing those things with my arms, though. Anyway, so he did snub us.
I want you to do YMCA.
Okay, Renee,
Stop making me laugh.
let me tell the jokes, okay? That was horrible.
We'd be off the air if you told the jokes.
We would. No kidding. So, anyway, tomorrow, all the people who won a $50 gift certificate to Smoke Barbecue in Delray
It
on
really,
Atlantic
the food
Avenue.
is good there. The food is good there. Although I said before, and I'm sorry, you can't hush me up. The ribs were very fatty. Am I wrong? They were okay.
Best ribs are still
Madison's.
Absolutely.
And that's not because they're a sponsor of ours. That's because we're honest.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So anyhow, there's your fight at the hockey game. We wanted to make sure everybody knew what happened.
Okay, so last Friday night, we tasted at Cantina Laredo.
Yeah.
And they're in Hallandale and in Palm Beach Gardens. And we're going to be talking about our tasting next week.
Yes, the general manager.
He's going to be calling in next week or
Eddie
coming in.
Estevez did a
No, I
great
think he's
job.
coming into the studio.
He
He
is,
says he's
yeah.
coming in. He was a really nice guy.
He did wonderful.
Yes, absolutely. And we have two special guests calling into the show today. The owner of a new restaurant called Meat Eatery in Boca Raton, and the manager of Aladdin's Eatery, which we're catering in food for New Year's.
Okay.
I'm doing a whole spread.
And we also have, speaking of Indians, we have a chief coming in from the.
Speaking of Indians, what are you talking about?
Renee?
I'm done with the Indians already.
No, we have an Indian chief coming in today.
From Seminole?
Yeah. His name is Chief Kamanawalea.
Come on, Leia.
Why don't you just repeat it?
We're on a family show. Settle down.
That's his name. I can't help it. We're talking about Indians. Okay, so he will be in studio today. Hope he's not wearing the same outfit I wore.
Listen, I think the feathers did damage to your brain.
It was kind of
Pull
tight.
them out.
It was kind of
You're not
tight.
supposed to stick them in your scalp. You're supposed to wear a headband.
Now you tell me. Okay.
It's like acupuncture.
You know, those things aren't adjustable either. You got to buy them in a certain size, like hats, like baseball hats. Anyhow, we have some special guests coming on today.
Not anymore. This is why nobody's in the studio. Stop being crazy.
Okay.
What? I already said who's coming in studio.
No, you did.
Yes, I did. If you listen, put your headphones on. Take the feathers out of your scalp. I said who's coming in.
You did? Okay.
Yes.
So,
We're calling in. They're not coming in.
yeah. Listen, the first guy who's going to be calling in is
Or maybe not.
No, he'll be calling in. This is this is a very unique restaurant. It's kind of an eclectic restaurant. It's called Meat.
It's M.E.A.T.
Yes, Eatery.
Yes.
It's in Boca Raton, and it is. I'm telling you,
It was really good.
it's amazing.
And the owners are really nice.
And the chef is.
They have a lot of experience.
The things that they've put together are very unique, and everything that I tasted there, you couldn't taste because you were.
No, but I did. I tasted a little bit. The food was really good.
I was really impressed. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you know what? Let's go to our first break.
I figured we would give out some gift certificates for 2J's before we went to a break.
You think we should do that?
Yeah, I'm trying to run the show today,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Well-
So can we give out $30 to 2J's, to the third caller?
This is the best time of the year.
Yes, because you
it's-
could put it towards a tray or a cookie tray. I mean, they have the most amazing
trays.
trays. They cater. We dined there the other night. So give out the phone number.
Okay, so let's do the third caller
I just said that. Stop
to
copying me.
call us. Well, I'm trying to do 4 things at one time. You know, we're supposed to have time.
Pull the feathers out at the same time as talking.
Calling in. Yeah, right. You got to feather up my head.
Up your head?
On my head, up my head. Yes, call us now at 877-927-6969. We're going to take the third caller. God, that's a $30 gift certificate to 2J's. They've got 16 locations.
They do, and I have to say something. We had their potato latkes, which
Oh,
I've
that's
never
right.
had there before. They were really good. They were unbelievable.
And last
They
year-
gave us like a big schissel of them. There was a basket.
A
A
big-
schissel, yes, it's a big bowl. Yes, a big schissel.
Such a
Stop
show-off.
looking at me like that.
It's just a show off. Anyhow.
You're distracting me with those feathers.
you like
They're
that,
very
right?
colorful.
Okay, so we're going to go to break. And like I said, we'll take the third caller at, there goes the lines.
I know.
877-927-6969. And we're also waiting for a call from Tom Smith, the owner of Meat. And we're going to talk about his new restaurant in Boca. We will be right back.
Hi, I'm Steve O, restaurant critic on the Eat and Critique Show. When Renee and I find a great restaurant, we want to share it with our listeners. Let me tell you about Madison's New York Grill and Bar in Boca Raton, We made Madison's New York Grill and Bar one of our favorite restaurants right after we did our tasting. Madison serves both lunch and dinner, and if you need to impress a client or a friend, stop by Madison's for lunch, where they offer 10 items at $10 each. Try some of their lunch specials like grilled barbecue chicken breast, grilled salmon, rigatoni bolognese with meat sauce, or, my favorite, their grilled chicken Caesars. Madison's is west of I-95 on Glades, next door to Jared Jewelers in Boca Raton. Renee and I received so many emails from listeners thanking us for turning them on to Madison's New York Grill and Bar. Try their crab cakes or another one of my favorites, their baby back ribs, which fall off the bone. Save room for their mouth-watering key lime pie. Call them at 561-994-0808 to make reservations. That's 561-994-0808. Please tell them you heard about it on the Eat and Critique Show.
Hi, I'm Chris Levitt from the hit TV show $1 Million Listing Miami on Bravo, and I love listening to Steve-O and Renee on the Eat and Critique radio show.
Hi, this is Andrew McKinney, General Manager of Meisner Park in beautiful downtown Boca Raton. I love listening to the Steve-O and Renee Eat and Critique radio show.
And we're back.
We are back. Wow. We have a new board op today.
Yes.
Named John. And wow, all of a sudden our boards are all lighting up. We're waiting for Tom
It's
Smith
because of John?
to call in. No, we got a winner for our 2J contest. Good job, John.
Okay, so we have Joe on the phone.
Joe's our winner of our 2J gift certificate.
Hello, hey Joe. You want to give it a go?
Oh my
guys, how are you?
What's happening?
Renee, that was horrible.
That's a song.
We're not doing songs. We're doing giveaways. Giveaways.
Give me.
Yeah.
I told you, take the feathers out of your brain.
Okay. Hey, Joe.
Hey, how are you?
Good, bro. How you doing?
Oh, he sounds very enthusiastic.
No, I just been driving for a while, so.
Where are you from?
Okay.
Idaho?
No, I went up to Orlando.
Oh,
And just headed back now. Just got back into town.
nice.
I know he doesn't
Did you have a
sound.
nice Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, appreciate it.
Wow.
What you guys?
We had a wonderful, we are so blessed this year to have such a great Thanksgiving.
Okay, we're back to Joe now.
Okay. Hey,
Let's
Joe,
not talk
what
about
part of
us.
town are you from?
What's that?
What part of town are you from?
Stewart.
Ooh, Stewart.
Wherever he said, you'd say, ooh.
No, I wouldn't.
Loxahatchee.
No, if he said
Ooh.
he's from the Keys, I wouldn't say
You would say,
that.
ooh.
No.
Everything. He says,
Okay,
ooh.
listen. You won a $30 gift certificate to 2J's. I know there's got to be one in Stewart.
Yes? Is
Has
there?
to be.
Yeah, there's one right there on
He
Monterey
wouldn't have.
Road.
Okay, otherwise he wouldn't have called in.
So hang on the line. John's going to get all your information, and we will send it out to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to the show and calling in.
Thanks, Joe.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
So now, that was wonderful. Now we've got Tom, who's called in, who's the owner of Meat. I love the name of that.
Are you looking at me for me to, like, tell you what to do?
No.
Because you keep looking at me today.
Renee, are you kidding me?
No, I'm a smack in the head.
do this all the time.
I know, you keep looking at me like I should say something.
Let's go to Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Smith. Hey, Bo.
How we doing today?
We're doing really good. How you doing?
If I was any better, I'd be twins.
Wow.
I love
like
that.
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
to use that
good.
line. I'm definitely using that.
So you made it.
I made it.
You know, I got a text from you, and I couldn't read it, so I just said, oh,
I know. He's trying to read it while we're on air.
I couldn't do it.
Anyway, so tell everybody where your restaurant's located.
We are at 980 North Federal Highway in Boca. We're in between Meisner Park and Glades Road on the east side of North Federal.
And you're actually in an office building.
Yeah, we're actually in the Sendine building, which houses Sendine Corporation, Wells Fargo, Sendine Spaces, which is a work city, and of course us, and a handful of other professionals.
Yes, and the unusual part about their restaurant is they actually take up the whole lobby.
They don't.
There's tables throughout the lobby, which is really unusual. I loved it.
And the TV screens all over. I mean, it's first of all, Tom, I was thinking about Meat last night. Your restaurant Meat.
Well, you really?
And you know what? There is nothing like Meat in Boca, Delray, or for that matter, Palm Beach County. There's nothing like it. Would you agree?
It's definitely
I
unique.
agree in several different ways. That I mean, the location itself, what we do, I think we're pretty unique.
Well, yes, I would say it's kind of eclectic.
The menu,
but
yes.
This is a kind of menu that you can close your eyes and point, and it's going to be good.
Or just let the chef pick it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the purpose of it.
That's the best.
So tell everybody some items that you have on the menu.
Well, what we do is we have the only registered smokehouse in Boca Raton.
Love it.
And we make our own bacon there for our BLTs to put on our burgers. We grind and case our own sausages. We make our own ketchups and mustards, which you guys, I think, had a chance
Oh, the
to try.
ketchup was wonderful.
Very unusual to do that, yes.
Right. But we do everything. We make our own pork rinds. We fly in Maine lobster for our lobster rolls once a week.
Wow.
Fly them in live. We make our own hummus, tapenade. It's not just meat. It's kind of, it's a culinary experience, really, is what we're trying to do there, but we're trying to do it in a more casual setting.
And you started, actually, your restaurants in the Keys. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, our first one, we started almost 2.5 years ago down in Isla Mirada, mile marker 88.
Which is more of a fine dining establishment.
No, this is actually, it's the original meat started 2.5 years ago. Before that, we had Taster's Grill, which was kind of a gastropub, sit-down, full-service restaurant, which kind of put George and myself on the map down here.
That's Chef George, who is...
Chef George Patty.
Wow, everything that
Fabulous.
he brought
The
out.
food was fabulous.
The truffle fries were out of this world. Your pulled pork was... I was actually shocked because I didn't know what to expect. And there's some really good pulled pork out there, but I should have known, man. You're out of the Keys. We should have known that
How
pork
about
was going
those
to be
ribs,
tremendous.
those little riblets?
Oh,
those
yeah,
were to die
Pork
for.
is phenomenal. We were actually named top 10 sandwiches already in Palm Beach County for that pulled pork sandwich.
It was out of this world. Listen, and you do craft beer and wines.
Craft beer, wines, microbrewed sodas. A lot of our sodas don't have any high fructose corn sweetener in them. We actually have our own recipe for our ice cream, for our milkshakes. I think we talked about our adult milkshakes that we do, the Guinness and Nutella, a couple of the other banana bread ale and vanilla bean.
Very cool.
You know what's great is if you work anywhere close, and you're like, would you say Federal Glades in that area?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're right near there.
If you are in an office building over there, it is the greatest place to call in, order lunch for everybody.
And there's plenty of parking.
Oh, yeah. In the back, there's plenty of parking. Give everybody the phone number.
Phone number is 561-419-2600.
And you serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right?
During the week, we serve breakfast. We have a nice breakfast menu with some breakfast sandwiches, chorizo, some sausage sandwiches. We have a regular set breakfast for traditionalists: 2 eggs, bacon, toast, and then it's a regular menu starting at 11 o'clock until 9:30 at night. So
Wow.
we stay open. Weekends we don't open till noon. Weekends we also feature with all those big screen TVs, all the college and professional football games. We have the NFL package and all that. So,
And I have to tell you something, that's a great venue, and your food is fabulous. It really is.
thank you. We
Give
appreciate
everybody
that.
your address again, Tom. And you and Chef George, or one of you, are all going to be in studio next week. Is that
We'd
right?
love
Yeah,
that.
we'll come out and see you guys next week.
Oh, we'd love that. Give everybody your address
And they could bring
again.
us some food. Their food's incredible.
No, I know.
We definitely will. We'd never leave home without that.
Okay.
It's 980 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton, and that's between Meisner Park and Glades Road on the east side in the Sendine building with Sendine Spaces and Sendine Corporation. You'll see the Wells Fargo sign on the building.
And can I just say something? It's a very laid-back type of place, but fine dining food there.
It is. It's
It's
just,
like deceiving. So you're sitting down and you just don't expect.
and your prices are wonderful,
They're
too.
so reasonable.
Yeah, it's all fresh made. So, I mean, we price the best we can for making everything from scratch there. You know, it takes a little bit extra time, and there's no preservatives in the foods, and so it's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It really is.
You know what? Also, I mean, people get tired of the same old
This is
every
nothing
day,
like
every
anything
night.
else.
And I'm telling you, this is an exciting place to go because it's just different, and everything that we had was absolutely
It
delicious.
was.
We were so impressed, Tom.
Yeah, I think. Did you guys try the ribs, the Cantonese ribs that we were
I don't know, but if we didn't, you could bring them in with you next week.
Yeah, the smoked wings and the Cantonese ribs are two specials that have become really popular that may be additions to our menu pretty soon. So I'm pretty excited.
Would love
about
to
that.
try them.
The restaurant is called Meat Eatery.
In
They're
Boca Raton.
Raton. Thanks, Tom, for dropping on. Then we can't wait to get you on next week.
My pleasure.
Thanks,
Okay, bro.
Tom.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you. We'll see you
Steve-O.
next week.
Take care.
That's Tom Smith, the owner of the restaurant's called Meat, MEAT.
But like you said, the menu is very eclectic.
It is.
And it's so, like I was saying, it's very laid back. I mean, you're in the lobby, set up tables. The tables are nice. But the food is actually like you're in a fine dining establishment. I mean, I'm telling you, this chef is
the
unbelievable.
truffle bistro fries were out of this world. They also had them with the Parmesan and the rosemary. They have wonderful, wonderful upscale burgers. And they
Which-
also do a duck
yeah.
fat fried French fried, which I got to try next time.
Hopefully he'll bring some dishes into studio.
Yeah, he's going to be in next week.
I know. I'm looking forward to
Yes.
it.
You know who else is looking forward to it?
Freddie and Linda.
How did you know that I was going to say
Absolutely.
that?
We
That-
share. I share my food.
That was no, that was really good because I was
Okay, so do you want to talk about a tasting from a few weeks ago
Yes.
from Max's Harvest?
which this is where we told you we're going to be giving away a gift certificate, and this time when we give it away, you have to, when you call in at 877-927-6969, you have to tell John, our board op, what
Color.
not just one,
Both
but
of us are
both
wearing.
of us, what color
So you're
tops.
basically forcing people to watch us on the
at
computer.
www.theeatandcritiqueshow.com. Right there on our homepage, we are live right
Everybody's
now.
scrambling.
You think so? Maybe they're all in the stores today.
Maybe.
Or maybe they're at the Apple store and maybe they're going to pretend like they want to buy a computer. Say, hey, let me just play with this computer because we have a $75 gift certificate.
Yeah, they're going in the Apple store for $75 gift certificate to Max's office. I mean, it's a great restaurant, but I'm not going to the Apple store to go look for us.
You're going to, no, you would not go into, no, you would not go into the
No.
Apple store.
Why?
Because you're going to be looking at
I'd
Macy's.
be in
and clothes.
Cachet next door.
Cachet, yeah. All those really exciting places.
I actually like the Apple store.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so you have the only way you can win is first caller to call us and tell us what both of us are wearing.
Okay, notice how the phones are lighting up over there.
Everybody listens to us on iHeart, on their radio.
That's true. Okay, so let's talk about our tasting at
Okay.
Max's.
So Max's Harvest is in Delray. And
we've passed there so many times.
so many times. It's on 2nd
Yes.
Avenue. But Max, everybody knows who Max is because it's Dennis Max,
Yes.
the restaurateur of South Florida. So if you've ever been to Max's Grill,
Which we love in Meisner. We
Oh,
love
yeah.
that restaurant. So I knew that this restaurant had to be a hit.
Maxaluna, Max's Place,
And Max's Soho's opening up,
they're
which I
getting ready to
really
open.
want to do a tasting there.
we are.
Set that up.
They were supposed
like my
well, no,
secretary, set that up
We
for
were
me.
already set up, but it's not done yet. That's the reason.
Oh,
But,
okay.
Max's Harvest has a very unusual setup because everything is based on freshness, whether it's they buy all their vegetables,
Yes.
and their chickens.
they use
and their-
meat from animals that were raised humanely rather than
Did you say they use
unhumanely.
meat from animals? Where else would you get it from? Where is? Do you know something I don't know?
2 seconds, I'm going to carve you up. I'm going to roast you up and put you in the
I was wondering where
smoker.
you're going to go with that, but I mean, they do.
Well, free of steroids, growth hormones, and antibiotics. And you want to make fun of me?
Nope.
I settle down there, cowboy. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying. I was going to make dinner. I may not tonight. I'm going to go on strike. And they also use local and regional growers and producers of artisan foods. And that's with goals of using clean and simple, unadulterated food.
That's why it tastes so good.
And what I like about Max's... What are you looking at me again?
Renee,
Okay, about the chefs at Max's Harvest, how they have created relationships with vegetable growers. Throughout. Yes, so they've built relationships.
so they probably have relationships with the farmers in Boynton,
Throughout the state, yes.
Waxahachie, and I mean those are really big farm areas. Okay, so what did we start with when we first of all? Max's Harvest is located at 169 Northeast Second Avenue in
And
Delray.
you could dine inside or
very
outside.
laid back.
And you know what I liked? It is a laid back atmosphere because the actual front of the restaurant opens up all the way. The glass doors open up, so even if you're sitting inside, you feel like you're sitting outside. And then they have a back patio where we actually sat. And you feel like you're in somebody's house back there, in like their backyard.
Yeah, really,
It was really different. I like
and
that.
you know the chef there, Chef Eric Baker.
He's got
what a resume.
He really does have.
I mean, he's been at the
a
W
lot of
Hotel.
experience.
He's been at Lobster Bar Seafood
He
Grill.
worked with Daniel Ballou.
I know.
That
is
that blew me away. That speaks
very
volume.
impressive. Now,
I said, "Why'd you leave?"
I can top that. Not that I'm trying to top you.
You always are trying to top me,
There's-
and not in a good way.
Okay, their sous chef actually worked at the Commander's Palace in New Orleans, which is my favorite. It's
I know
literally
you.
my favorite.
I know you say
restaurant
this
in
all the
world.
time. Nobody even heard of it.
Commander's Palace?
Yeah, unless you live in New Orleans. I have no idea what that place is.
You're kidding me.
No, I've never heard of that restaurant except from you.
Have you ever heard of Emerald's?
Emeralds or emeralds? I've heard of emeralds. The Green Stone, yes.
Either. No,
And Christmas is coming, of
there's
course.
a
I
lot-
like the Green
there's
Stone.
Brennan's in New Orleans. There's a
Yeah.
lot of
No, I
very-
never heard of that
Yeah,
restaurant. I'm just saying.
It's very actually. I went there for like the 5th time. It's actually right across the street from a cemetery, but the chef came out, introduced
Still
himself.
didn't stop you.
No, the chef.
You'll eat with the dead.
The chef came out, who's been there forever. These are all his recipes.
So listen, if you have
Wait.
food poisoning there,
At Commander's
or
Palace,
you die, or you have a heart attack, they just bury
Right
you across the street.
I know.
It's very easy.
Okay. Anyway, so he gave me his cookbook, autographed it, and speaking of cemeteries, he passed the next day.
Wow.
Isn't that a sad story?
Why are you telling it?
No, that's I'm trying to press everybody that
Oh,
I
okay.
used to know the executive chef, the original at Commander's Palace.
I spoke to Daniel Ballou. He sent me his book. Anyway, so you
Wait.
want? Let's talk. What?
Can I tell you something?
What?
Before we go with our tasting, because I want to really do this right. I mean, this is Max's Harvest. We have somebody on the hotline, on the Eat and Critique hotline. Another very special guest.
Okay. Who do we have?
We have the manager for Aladdin's
Jose's
Eatery.
on the phone.
Jose is on the phone with us. Hey, Jose.
Hey, Jose.
Hey, how are you?
Great.
Bro,
how you doing?
I'm all right, and yourself? How are you guys?
He's already buttering us up already.
He doesn't have to. So I've been telling everybody we are catering from your restaurant because I wanted to do a Mediterranean theme for our New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
So we're doing our catering from your restaurant.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
This was a no-brainer, by the
It
way.
was a no-brainer because we love your food over there. And actually, they brought in platters last time the girls came in, and I saw the way you played everything. I said, "Oh my God, this is wonderful! Not only great food, but the plating is wonderful." So you do catering.
Oh yes, yes. Our entire menu is offered in catering for bigger portions. So we've even done weddings back in the day in Ohio.
So you deliver.
Yes.
Wow.
All the way from Ohio.
Yeah.
No, but I got to tell you, this is a supreme compliment. I have really never been real high on Mediterranean, Middle Eastern type food, and when we did our tasting,
You loved it.
I was blown away. So, and when you all brought the platters in, there were people here who said, "I've never had Mediterranean food," and what's so wonderful about your food, I loved it. Everybody here loved it. So even if you've never tried Mediterranean
Well,
food,
it's all fresh.
You will
Everything
love
is really
Aladdin's.
fresh. So you guys have been in business for a long time, and you just opened that location. Tell everybody how long.
Yeah, we've been around almost as long as I've been alive, for 20 years.
I was younger than my son. I bet. You're making me feel old.
Yeah, 20 years. We started in Cleveland, in a little suburb off of Cleveland called Lakewood, Ohio. And now we are going on our 32nd location because they're actually opening up a new one
Where is that?
in Canton, Ohio.
oh, that's where the Football Hall of Fame is.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell everybody exactly where you're located at in Boca.
Yeah, so we are right next to Town Center Mall. in Boca Raton. We are in the plaza where Greenwise and the new Sicilian Oven.
Right behind Maggiano's.
Right behind Maggiano's, exactly, yes.
Well, first of all, your place is beautiful.
Yeah.
The owners, Lena and Louis, they're so nice. They actually help pick everything out for New Year's. Lena sat with me for like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
She's
But
a
we've
sweetheart.
actually sat in there and watched them. They really care how people, enjoy the food and enjoy their dining experience.
Oh, yeah.
So it's very hands-on there.
Yeah.
It's like one big happy family, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was absolutely. So tell us now about some of your signature dishes.
Signature dishes. I highly recommend for anyone just like yourself that was on the fence about trying Middle Eastern food and all that jazz. I would recommend our Flavor Saver Special, which it's reasonably priced, and the portion on that is amazingly huge.
Which is what? What is it?
Yeah, so it comes with rice, hummus, falafel, chicken, beef, and a little salad.
Ooh, that sounds
So
good.
it's a lot of food.
And how much is that? Because I know your prices are so reasonable.
That is $10.75.
That's crazy.
that is.
Because they have huge portions there,
Yeah.
and their food is so good, and their
Love the
prices
hummus
are
there.
so inexpensive. Yes, the hummus is wonderful there.
And your meat, the way it's tenderized, I love your beef. I love the chicken.
And
the way
he was
it's
just saying
marinated.
about the falafel. It's so good.
How about the spicy kafta
Oh, yeah, that's a winner.
with the char grilled?
Have you had the lamb? Did
Yeah.
you
We did. We did a few weeks ago when we were in there.
We loved the
Yeah.
kafta. I'm trying to give people some ideas.
And the
especially
shawarma.
the salad. The shawarma salad.
Oh, yeah.
With the seasoned strips of grilled beef over mixed greens.
Yeah.
And like you were talking about the hummus, the chicken plate, you get so much food with that for $10.80.
It's crazy.
Yep, and everything is made in-house. So you are...
Right, I said everything's fresh and it's all quality
Exactly.
products.
Exactly.
And you do smoothies and juices.
Fresh juices.
Yeah, we do smoothies, juices, and we hot teas and all that jazz. We actually, very popular is our freshly brewed mint tea that a lot
Ooh.
of people get. It's literally just mint leaves.
So you serve lunch and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So tell everybody your hours.
Oh, yeah, our hours are, we open every day at 11 o'clock, and we close Monday through Thursday at 10:30, Friday and Saturday at 11, and then on Sundays at 10.
And you serve wine and beer,
Yes.
which is wonderful.
We
That's
better
great.
warn everybody. See, and this is how they trick you at Aladdin's. You go up to pay your bill, your tab, and they have all these wonderful desserts there in the window.
Oh, yeah.
How do you pass those up,
You
Jose?
don't. You eat them.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, we try, we want you to eat healthy, but then we also want you to leave a little guilty.
Yes. I like that.
Yeah.
Renee, you like their baba ganoush, right?
I love Baba Ganoush.
Yeah. So we are so excited that you're catering our party. There is no one in this area that we would even consider. Your food is just that good. Give everybody your phone number in case they would like to have you do some catering for
Yeah,
them.
of course. Yeah, 561-419-9466.
How much
Perfect.
notice do you need, Jose?
I'm sorry?
How much
for
notice?
Delivery, we just need a day's notice.
Okay.
But
That's
if you
wonderful.
are running late on your event, just give us an hour's notice, and we'll get it all together for you.
Wow.
Nice. Very good.
And it was so nice because when we went in there picking out our menu, Lena was sending out things for us to taste. And we went for a tasting there. So she sent us out a side, of
Right.
different things. So it was wonderful. It really was. I got to try so many different things there.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Tahiti's wonderful. The hummus is wonderful. Just and what are the sandwiches? What are those called?
Our wraps.
The
Your
wraps, they're so good.
Wonderful. Listen, we are so excited
We're
about
definitely big fans.
huge fans.
Oh.
The name of the restaurant is Aladdin's Eatery. They're in Boca Raton.
Next to Greenwise.
Next to
Publix
Greenwise.
behind Maggiano's.
Maggiano's and Chili's is over there.
Go there and try this restaurant.
Jose, thank you so much for dropping on with us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Okay,
Thanks,
bro.
Jose.
All right, take care.
Man, we love. It's called Aladdin's Eatery. Like I said, if you've never tried any Middle Eastern or Mediterranean food, I promise you.
I know. As soon as I said, let's do something different for the holidays, I said, let's do Mediterranean food.
Right.
And I said, Aladdin's.
Right. So look, let's go to break, and when we come
Okay.
back, we'll finish our tasting at Max's Harvest and give away a gift certificate.
Okay, perfect.
We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Steve O, co-host of the Eat and Critique Show. I want to talk to you about my favorite deli, 2J's, with 24 locations throughout South Florida, 11 of them right here in Broward and Palm Beach. Most of us have ordered out from 2J's at one time or another, from those morning business meetings to bar mitzvahs, or maybe you ordered one of their great holiday trays. What I love about 2J's is how consistently good they are and how my orders are always accurate and on time. Whatever occasion we are celebrating and I'm put in charge of the food, I know ordering from 2J's will always be a hit. From their cheese trays to their meat trays, 2J's never disappoints me or our company. You can always tell the difference between the 2J's trays and the other trays at parties, as 2J's trays are always the ones that are devoured. Finally, I can't forget about 2J's latkes, or their stuffed cabbage, or their matzo ball soup, which are just like my Nana used to make. Go to their website to find out the location nearest you at www.2js.com. That's TOOJAYS. Tell them Steve O and Renee sent you from the Eat and Critique Show. Hi, I'm Steve O, restaurant critic on the Eat and Critique Show. When Renee and I find a great restaurant, we want to share it with our listeners. Let me tell you about Madison's New York Grill and Bar in Boca Raton. We made Madison's New York Grill and Bar one of our favorite restaurants right after we did our tasting. Madison serves both lunch and dinner, and if you need to impress a client or a friend, stop by Madison's for lunch, where they offer 10 items at $10 each. Try some of their lunch specials like grilled barbecue chicken breast, grilled salmon, rigatoni bolognese with meat sauce, or, my favorite, their grilled chicken Caesars. Madison's is west of I-95 on Glades, next door to Jared Jewelers in Boca Raton. Renee and I received so many emails from listeners thanking us for turning them on to Madison's New York Grill and Bar. Try their crab cakes, or another one of my favorites, their baby back ribs, which fall off the bone. Save room for their mouth-watering key lime pie. Call them at 561-994-0808 to make reservations. That's 561-994-0808. Please tell them you heard about it on the Eat and Critique Show.
Yo, cuz, how you doing? This is Steve Martirano of Cafe Martirano in Fort Lauderdale, and at the Hard Rock Seminole Hotel and Casino, and at the Rio in Las Vegas. And I love turning into my friends, Steve-O and Renee, Eat and Critique Radio Show. Enjoy. Say goodbye.
I'm laughing through this segment. I'm sorry. You almost fell over.
Do you know what that means when your chair is
Cheers.
broken?
It's held up by a tissue. Listen, I need to blow my nose.
So I'm not really a star.
A star?
I'm not really a star. I mean, the chair is being held up by tissue.
I don't know.
You think they're trying to tell us
The
something?
arm almost fell off.
You think they're trying to tell us something?
Keep your arms on the table, but not in the sticky portion over here.
Unless they listened last week. I don't know.
Can we
Okay,
get back to
let's go
Max's
to our
Harvest,
ta-
aside
yes.
from your chair? I don't want to hear about your chair. Or you use tissues in the chair.
My mom is Tom.
Anyway, so we started out, this is Max's Harvest.
Right.
We started out with the boneless chicken wings with crystal mayo and hillbilly slaw. It was yummy.
I loved it. I mean, it was really good.
It was yummy.
You could definitely tell the difference.
And I love chicken wings. They were really, really good. Then we had the heirloom tomatoes with baby cucumbers, feta, and baby dandelion greens.
It's a great salad.
It was.
The
And you know
dressing was
I'm a
wonderful.
big fan of tomatoes. I love
know.
different types of tomatoes, so I thought this was wonderful.
So
And
it
the
really was
dressing
fresh.
and the dressing was incredible. Then we had the local regatta gnocchi with the Maine lobster and black summer truffles, which was
Wow.
fabulous.
It was
amazing.
amazing.
Fabulous.
What a great dining experience we had.
We had a lot of differs. A lot of dippers. Anyway, then we had the Florida organic shrimp and barbecue crispy polenta and roasted peppers. What'd you think of that?
I mean, there was not one dish that I did not like.
Okay, because I want some commentary from you.
Okay.
I don't want to just talk about the dish and have no commentary. Stop focusing on your chair.
Did I tell you Smoked Barbecue never returned my phone calls?
Yes, you did.
Did I tell you how I had to go in?
Do I tell them?
How I had to go in to get our gift certificates for our listener? Okay. I'm sorry. Wrong restaurant. I'm sorry.
I love it.
Okay.
I'm starting to rub off on you.
I love it.
I didn't say I'm rubbing on you. I said I'm rubbing off on you.
Okay.
Don't get crazy over there.
Oh, I forgot your dad's listening. My name is Tom.
It's gonna be Tom after this show. Can you be quiet for 2 seconds? First you're playing Cowboy from Dallas. Now you're playing Indians. Let me finish the. It's Cowboys and Indians.
YMCA. Okay, go on.
Okay. Then we had. You're a little crazy today, I have to tell you. Then we had Murray's Brick Oven Chicken with Bradley Cooper.
Can I ask you? You're from New York. Can I ask you a question?
You think?
Is
What would even give you that idea?
Well, I want to ask you: is every guy in New York, older gentleman, his name Murray? All
I have
you
an
hear
Uncle
is,
Murray.
Mary,
Or Marvin.
Marvin, Mary. Wow,
There's a lot of Murrays. I have an
Oh.
Uncle Murray.
figures.
Anyway,
Let's talk
then
about
we had the Faroe Island salmon.
Salmon was very good.
Yes.
Fresh,
Loved it. Cooked to perfection.
absolutely, and also had
He brought out the meatballs, the heritage meatballs, which were really good because he was talking about his meatballs, and you said, "Bring them on out." Even though we had dessert already and coffee, you still wanted the meatballs.
I wanted to try
afterwards.
the meatballs.
You stuck them in your pocket.
Listen, there's restaurants here in town
That
that
claim
use
that
that name.
That claim they have the best meatballs, and if you are going to have, if you claim to have the best meatballs,
No. You're not saying exactly right. If
Okay.
you have the name Meatball
oh, you're in
in
a
the
foul.
name of your restaurant,
Listen, you're in a foul mood today.
well, I'm just.
You're in a foul mood.
Why do we have so many listeners?
You're in a
Because we're
foul
honest. Okay.
mood. Wow,
If you
listen, I'm loving it.
Listen, if you have the name Meatball as part of the name of your restaurant,
You should have the best meatballs ever.
I mean, people could go, "Wow, that is the best meatball I've ever had."
Yes.
But when you walk out and go, it's okay.
They were good. They were good. Okay. Anyway, so let's give out the $75
Okay.
gift certificate to Max's Harvest. Can we nix the color
Yes.
of our shirt?
Third-
Because honestly, I have to say, who cares what color shirt you're
Well,
wearing?
apparently no one does.
It's exactly it. Good job, Steve-O.
I laid awake for months thinking this up. Okay.
That's what you think about laying awake?
Anyway, let's take the third caller.
Give the
Now,
phone
wait a minute,
number
before
out.
before you call, if you've won in the last 30 days, do not call us. We've got everyone who's won.
We have it documented.
We do have a doc. Let somebody else win. We're always going to have
And
great
don't
gift
worry, you don't have to
certificates.
tell us what color shirts we're wearing. Some ridiculous
Why not?
question. Game show. I don't know.
Okay. So, third caller, call us at 877-927-6969, wins a $75 gift certificate.
To Max's Harvest. And it's
Max's
a wonderful
Harvest
restaurant.
in Delray.
And how do we rate Max's Harvest?
Oh, easy. Can't wait
to come back. Love that
wonderful,
restaurant.
Wonderful, wonderful restaurant. Listen, everything Dennis Max does is always good. I'll bet you so.
And this chef, and you always say chefs are geniuses. This chef really, he truly was.
Oh,
he was
absolutely.
amazing.
And we're actually going to have him on in the next few weeks.
I know. He wanted to come in studio.
I know. So we will do that. I guess.
Okay, so let's talk about 2J's. Why don't you talk
Ooh,
about 2J's
yes.
for the holidays?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You know what? It's 2J's has been with us for 2 years. That's loyalty. Well, it does
Great.
help that we
I
bring a
love-
lot of business.
Listen,
to them.
I loved their latkes the other night.
Oh, they were.
We brought some home, and we brought home some potato knishes.
They really were. Listen, you know what?
Can you focus?
No, I'm just saying that 2J's. It's not like, wow. It's just always consistently good. You know that when you go in there, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're going to have a great meal. It's not. It's
How was your corned beef sandwich? It looked
Oh.
amazing.
hot corned beef with Swiss cheese and mustard, and I love their rye bread because they make it in house, and it just I love their sandwiches there, and we had the latkes there, and they were absolutely wonderful.
Well, they do catering. So if you're having a holiday party,
That's really what I
you
want.
absolutely, and they deliver. I mean, it's wonderful because I've had trays made up at 2J's.
They always
And
deliver.
they are
deliver meaning
wonderful.
A great job.
Yes, I mean, I had the lox and whitefish tray, which is incredible.
You know, we've actually done a lot of parties during the holiday season, and we've ordered the platters from 2J's.
The sandwich
It's always
platters and the
everything's
meat
right.
platters.
Everything is perfectly done. You never have to worry if you've got enough food or not. They've been doing this since 1981. It's a long time.
No, I love their platters. And I tell you this all the time, their desserts.
Oh,
Their cookie trays are amazing. And I'm not just saying this because we're doing a commercial
No,
for them.
I know.
I'm saying this because they have, and I tell you this week after week, the best brownies. If you've never had a brownie, listen, brownies are big in New York. And they have brownies that taste like they come from the New York bakeries. I
So
love
go
them.
to www.2jays, it's TOOJAYS.com to find the nearest location to you, because they've got 16 locations in Broward and Palm Beach and Martin County.
Yes.
So you will definitely have one close by.
Okay, we have a winner
Oh, we do.
to Max's Harvest. So who do we have?
Dasha?
Stasha or Sasha?
Stacia. My name is
Yeah, Renee
Stacia.
Stacia. Why'd you
Listen,
say
he
Stasha?
can't even pronounce my name, so don't even feel bad. Congratulations. You just want to give a certificate to Max's Harvest.
Thank you so much. Thanks. That sounds great. I was looking forward to going there.
You're going to love it. It's a great restaurant. And it's so pretty in the evening. They have like those lights out in the back. If you sit in the back patio, it's really nice.
And it's a good time of year to sit outside.
Oh,
so.
it's
God,
perfection.
the weather's just so
Yep.
beautiful. Where are you from? What part
Where
of
am I from?
what part of town do you live in?
I live in Delray Beach.
Delray Beach, close by.
Yes. And you know what the good part about this restaurant also? It's off the beaten path. It's not on Atlantic
Did
Avenue.
you say Beaton?
Okay, I'm going to beat you in 2 seconds. Quiet there. Anyway, it's off to the side, like down a side street. So it's not like the craziness of Atlantic Avenue.
Yeah.
Although I love the craziness of Atlantic Avenue. But I'm just saying,
But not all the time.
not all the time, exactly.
And I love the kind of buttons people wear when they go to 2J's.
Sasha, I'm going to kick
It's not
my co-host.
Sasha.
What is he talking about? What kind of buttons?
I don't even listen to him today. He's got feathers in his head. It's his brain.
No, she's from New York, as you can tell.
Can you let her talk?
Talk?
Yeah, let her talk.
Is that like hawk
I'm sending you
talk?
back on a plane to Dallas. Go back there with the cows and and the sheep in the meadow.
And the hawks?
Go back there. I have a new co-host from last week. What's that guy's name from Marty's?
His name is Marty Budden.
No, it's. Can you button your mouth? Sorry,
how
listen,
long
I'm
have you-
apologizing to her.
Wait a minute, I'm going to suck up to her a little
Okay,
bit.
you better.
Okay, how long?
go ahead.
How
Go ahead,
long have
suck
you?
up.
She said. Did you hear? She
Go
said, "Go
ahead.
ahead."
I love you.
Are you from New York?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God! Thank you. Tell
What are
him.
your peeps?
Okay, give him a piece of your mind.
I lived in Manhattan for 25 years.
That's why she's listening to the show. She doesn't want to listen to your cowboy stuff.
So Buttons, she knows what Buttons is,
Yes.
and go ahead, and
She said, "Go ahead."
I know she did. Did I tell you I love you?
Did?
You're
Oh
in
my
big
goodness.
trouble. You're in big. Who do
How
you
long-
love?
how
Who do
long
love?
you-
Me or Sasha?
Why do you keep calling her? Now you're. Why don't you get her name right?
What's her name?
Stacia.
Oh, Stacia. I'm sorry.
She makes fun of me.
All right.
God,
That's
this-
all right. I'm used to it.
Stacia, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, her name is Stacia Winner. Oh no, she's the one who won.
Helene? Helene?
So you want me to call you after I go to eat there?
We'd love that. If you want to.
No, call us before you go to eat there.
Oh, okay. No, I'll call you after, but now I'm not going to go to Meatballs because
Oh!
We never said that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I take the fifth.
What is she talking about?
I was going to go there, but, you know.
Wait a minute. Did you say meatballs? I said peatballs with a P.
Paintballs.
Paintballs, not meatballs.
Oh, paintball.
If you have paintball in the name, you should serve great paintball.
You should be able to paint.
But you know what? That location has not had very good.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Oh, they don't give you like nice stuff to wear during your paintball. We don't know anything about
coveralls.
No, they don't. They don't service you right away. They make you wait. They give you ugly colors.
Oh, bad
Good.
colors.
Stasha, I love you. She's going along with us. You
Why
definitely
not?
have to.
What else do I have to do?
Is this your cousin?
Oh, did you hear what she said? What else does she have to do? Thanks a lot.
Maybe we should pay for her free valet parking.
I'm done.
No, my husband doesn't let anybody valet his car. You think he owns a Bentley? You know,
What does he own?
Well, now he owns a Mustang. He owns a GT Mustang.
Ooh.
Before that, he owned a Ford F-150 that was, I think, 18 years old or.
So he's a Ford guy.
Yeah, he's a Ford guy.
From Manhattan. He can't be from Manhattan.
She just said he's from Manhattan.
I know, but
No, he's from Jersey.
see?
Oh, he's from Jersey.
Jersey. That explains why
It's
he's
the
a
same
Ford
thing.
guy.
It's the same thing.
Are you crying?
No,
Renee?
not really.
Well, a little
kind of.
bit. Yeah, kind of. We
But
sound the
he's
same.
lived here- He's lived here for a long time. So
With
Me
you?
too. Can't you tell?
he's lived here for a long time. So he turned into a Ford guy, I guess.
Wow. Hey, how long have
love
you
our Ford.
been listening to our show?
Today.
30 minutes.
Never again.
Actually, you're right. I usually don't listen. I usually don't drive that much on Sunday, and I was heading over to Mom's.
And you fell upon us?
I turned on the radio because I listened to.
She was looking for Joel Osteen.
No, I wasn't looking for Joel Osteen.
She was waiting for the Dolphin game. Settle down
Oh,
there.
that's right. But they're not. Wait, Freddie, aren't they on Monday night? Yeah.
This is a million times better than a Love Doctor's rerun.
Ooh.
Ooh, there's a rerun, she said, not the actual show. Don't get crazy. He doesn't listen. He doesn't hear that. Turn your hearing aid up.
What?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
He hears nothing, Stasha. Nothing.
You called her Stasha again.
That's her name.
It's not
Stacia.
Stasha. It's not Caesar.
Listen to this. I have a neighbor that calls me Stosh.
Stosh?
Calls me Stosh.
Can we just change your name for this?
He screams from my next door. He's my next door neighbor, and he screams, "Stosh, how you doing?"
Maybe he's looking for a stash.
I don't know what he's. I don't know. He has not got my name right in 10 years, but that's okay. I love him anyway.
I've gotten your name right once in a while.
Not
Last
usually.
10 years.
No, not usually. Okay, can we give her the gift certificate and move on?
Oh.
She's not part of the show.
Okay.
I just want to remind you that.
So anyway,
I loved it. I
so
loved it so much. Thank you.
if you
Oh,
haven't
thank you.
received your gift certificate by February, I'll give you Renee's phone number.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay. No, stay on the line. We're going to get your. Listen. You're a great sport.
She is.
She is. So stay
For
on the line.
dealing with us.
We'll get your phone number. No.
Okay.
We'll
Well, you
get
have a fan forever now.
Oh wow!
Thank you very much.
Thank-
See how much it took?
Thanks,
I had to do.
Anesthesia.
Listen, we had to do a lot of shit to keep her.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Thank you for calling in. Have a great day.
You too. Take care.
Was that a real call?
No,
Did you have that?
that was
call?
your cousin.
No, I don't have any cousins from New York. I'm from Texas.
Okay.
Okay. Why do you have tears in your eyes?
I'm laughing so hard I was crying.
Okay.
Oh my goodness gracious. We don't even have time for this next segment. You want to talk about
Oh
the
my
most
God, look what
expensive
time it is.
restaurants? The show's
No.
almost over.
We have next week. We are going to be talking about the most expensive
We
restaurants.
say this week after week and then we get caught up with other stuff.
Don't blame me.
Okay, I am
Work it.
blaming you.
Stasha. Stasha.
Okay, you know what? I had like a mental block with that name for some reason.
Wow.
And she sounded very nice. She was a nice girl.
Okay, so who's the show brought to you by?
This show has been brought to you by Madison's New York Grill and Bar,
We love Madison's.
one of our top 20 restaurants and one of Steve O and my favorites for lunch or dinner. And you could call them to make reservations at 561-994-0808. And they're located just west of 95 on Glades Road next to Jared Jewelers.
And email us if you want to eat at Peatballs, and we'll give you the address.
Paintballs.
Hey, thanks for listening today. Now, this is the holiday season. Okay, so drive with some responsibility. We'd like to keep you around for a while. Next week's show will be at 10 a.m. Without you, there is no us. Peace and love, everybody.
We're out.
They say our love won't pay the rent. For it burns, our money's all been spent. I guess that's so we don't have a plot, but at least I'm sure of all the things we got. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring. You're a
You've been listening to the Eat and Critique Show with local restaurant critics Steve-O and Renee. Tune in again next week for more restaurant reviews, fine dining gift certificate giveaways, and interviews as Steve-O and Renee search for the good, the bad, and the ugly in fine dining experiences. To contact Steve-O and Renee, go to their website at www.theeatandcritiqueshow.com or go to their Facebook page. Thanks again for tuning in to the Eat and Critique Show here on Real Radio 94.3.